Norman, there is some of the updates that are coming by. Donald Trump has announced a new creation of a military coalition aimed at combating powerful criminal gangs and cartels across much of the southern America, saying the initiative is necessary to restore law and order in the Western Hemisphere. Of course, we also know that it is the 7 to 8 day regarding Iran war, and it's happening with Israel and the U.S. Coming in with multiple strikes. Over the weekend, we have seen the use of cluster munitions from Iran towards Israel, and these kind of implications does have importance to international law and international rules. I want to begin with Norman Floyd Barnes. What are the updates that you have over the weekend? We also see of Homeland Security Kristi Noem being sacked from her job. What are the rest of the updates that you have with us, Norman Floyd Barnes?
Good morning. It's daylight savings time hit us exactly an hour ago. We we in this time change now, so we gaining an hour of sunlight. So we starting out as 4 a.m. here in Washington, D.C., Sunday morning. So usually on this day, everybody's in a state of confusion, adjusting to the time. So yes, so this weekend, we noted by President Trump has removed Kristi Noem from her position as secretary. There's a replacement. A senator is being confirmed to be replacing her. But apparently, he has got fed up with Christie's antics, advertisements, her derogatory statements, and how she was running the her agency. So she is now being relieved and put in another position within this cabinet, which is being designed to deal with Western Hemisphere crime and related matters like that. So the war goes on. We are now looking at the $1 billion a day is costing the United States economy.
Right.
So we're about $8 billion right now spending for this war. The question now is how long will this thing go on? The president has intimated that it's looking at least another 4 to 5 weeks, or well, some people are thinking September, but my feeling it may be longer than that. This is going to be a long, protracted war because we are using our airspace and to attack it. And he's talking about the possibility of putting land troops on the ground, which is not a good idea. And the Gulf states are being attacked right now. They're constantly being attacked, are now reconsidering their relationship with the United States in terms of military, having their bases being access to. The UAE is now talking about restricting U.S. Attacks from the UAE. At the same time, the Iranian president is apologizing to the Gulf states
Right.
for attacks, and he stated they will only respond and attack for countries that attack them or bases that attack them. So we have some over, I believe, 19, maybe 29 bases in that area, and so it'll be kind of confusing on how this thing is going to work out if the Gulf states say they can't use their bases. But the indications are, even though the Iranian president is apologizing to the Gulf states, the attacks are still continuing. A desalination plant was attacked in one of the countries over there today. Dubai Airport is still being under siege. The attacks are still coming from Iran, even though their system's supposed to be degraded, basically mostly the U.S. saying that their systems are being destroyed, their missiles. But we're looking at a $1 million system taking out $1 billion system taking out $1 million or a couple $1,000 drone. So the cost is not adding up. And it's at some point in time, there's going to be a issue about the money. We gave a date. They're looking at the date, the 18th. The 18th of this month is going to be the day where Congress are going to have to figure out exactly how much money we're going to put in this, or how much we're going to get involved in this, because now it's now getting very, very expensive to shoot down these drones. To
Right.
shoot down these drones and these missiles is costing the United States billions of dollars, and whether or not economy is going to tolerate it. Right now, we're spending more money this weekend than we spend totally on the issue with Ukraine and other issues. And of course, we still have budgetary issues here. We still have layoffs and we still have rising prices. So this may be not a cost-effective venture for the United States. And we're waiting to see how long this attack is going to go on. It appears to me that Iran had thought this out. They are getting help, they say now, from Russia. Russia has provided them locations, not surprising, where the Americans' military is located, and China is provided them with logistics, jamming, and other information, other technology to block or basically confuse and shut down their systems. So basically, Russia and China are proxies into this, and it makes sense because now we're looking at oil, the oil prices going up, and if these prices and the Strait of Hormuz is not open, a lot of countries, including Japan, is going to go bankrupt. They're going to go down. Bankrupt. China is requiring 75% of their economy is based on oil coming from that area.
Right.
China is 60%. India is 40%. So this is the war we're talking about. People talking about World War III. This is it. We are in it. It's an economic war, and how long countries can stand hold out. It appears to be coming to a brink, and something is going to have to change. Thank you.
We've heard of several days of reporting to say that in the international waters of the Indian Ocean, an Iranian frigate was attacked by the US forces, and that has caused much of ambiguity amongst neighboring countries, especially in Sri Lanka. The island nation had helped and had issued rescue efforts for Iranian Navy soldiers for their repatriation back to their homeland. But ever since then, there has been a very interesting news article which comes out to say that the US is allowing India to buy Russian oil during this war with Iran for 30-day period. Of course, buying Russian oil would have a positive and reinforcement effect towards their economy, strong arming themselves for the war they have been conducting for 4 years with Ukraine. I want to understand, how are you feeling about this, a 30-day notice from US to India regarding oil purchase? Norman Floyd Barnes.
Uh, yes, thank you for the question. But we're witnessing politics. This is just politics going on. I mentioned before, India has 40% of their economy based on oil coming from the Strait. Uh, the U.S. has posed to India that don't buy, if you want a relationship with us, you don't want tariffs, stop buying Russian oil. But the story is they're still buying oil. There's still the shallow fleet. There's still the underlying things. This is boisterous talking back and forth, but the oil is still moving. The economy is still growing. Things are still happening. Nothing has changed except the narrative. The narrative has indicated that we have control of something that we don't have. The oil is going to flow. The trading of the oil is going to flow. Our relationship with India is still going to be the same. Uh, there may be some comments about tariffs, but that's about it. It's still gonna continue. I mean, this situation with the frigate being targeted by our submarines is an indication, as the president stated, of a global situation. So basically, anywhere where Iran has assets, they are going to be attacked by the U.S. military. Sri Lanka is a situation where they're now providing safe harbor for the surviving sailors and other Ukrainian ships in the area, not allowing them to cross the Indian Ocean. But right now, the hunt is on. Our submarines, our spatial, aerospatial thing, anything that was Iranian interest to it is subject to be attacked right now. So
Right.
so the oil situation is going to continue. The attacks are going to continue trying to influence and impact India is not going to change anything. The relationship with India, Russia, and China is still going to be strong. They're still part of the uh, Global South. The Global South is still there. Is putting together a plan for the moving forward in the future. Despite the efforts of the United States, this situation is going to have to level off where there have to be a understanding between the Global South and the Global North that we can comfortably exist. No one is going to control this situation. No country, no region, no supreme source is going to control this. Energy is a game right now. The world need energy, and things that restricts that is going to cause conflict.